They say motherhood is a journey, but let's be honest, sometimes it feels more like a roller coaster with no seatbelt. I bet you're like me, wondering why babies, or teens in my case, don't come with instruction manuals. Welcome to This Incredible Mom Life, the podcast that celebrates the beautiful chaos, quiet wins, messy moments, and everyday miracles of being a mom. I'm your host, Demi, wellness coach, mom of three boys, and a passionate believer that you don't have to live at the mercy of PMS, burnout, or exhaustion. Join me every week as we hear the craziest and most unbelievable mom stories. I'll be sharing the huge accomplishments and triumphs of both our moms and their kids. We'll giggle, cheer on the kids, and discuss obstacles and lessons learned along the way. If you are struggling to be the best mom you can be, how open-minded are you to booking a free call with me? You don't have to live at the mercy of your cycle, and you definitely don't have to do it alone. Give yourself permission to let me be part of your support system. I believe that you weren't meant to just survive motherhood. You were meant to thrive in it.
A supermom isn't someone who does it all. It's someone who grows through it all. Let me introduce you to today's guest. Irin Rubin is the founder and CEO of MamaZen and author of the MamaZen Parenting Method. After experiencing anxiety and burnout in early motherhood, she began exploring how mindfulness, emotional regulation, and nervous system shape the way we parent. Today, MamaZen supports families in more than 45 countries, helping parents create calmer homes and support their children's emotional development. Wow, I like that. Thank you, Irin, for being here with me.
Thank you so much for having me and for talking about motherhood and emotional regulation because it has a big effect on the family as a whole.
Yes, it does. I always say the mom is the emotional thermostat of the house, right? How
Yes,
she's
it's
feeling
very, very
affects
true.
everybody else. So I'm excited for today's talk. But first, let's hear a mom story.
Yes, of course. So I actually have a chapter about it in my book, and it's a very actually important point in my journey. So my kids were about 3.5 and 1, and I was stuck in this vicious cycle of bedtime irritation. And I'm sure a lot of parents nod their heads right now because bedtime is, you're exhausted. It was a long day. You already dealt with so much. And now nobody listens. Nobody really wants to go to bed. Everybody's just scattered and silly and they're just being kids. But the irritation would start, and from that it would turn into snapping and just not being nice, and I really didn't like that part of the day, so I was trying to find a way to stop. And I told my husband, listen, I don't want you to tell me to calm down in front of them, but let's have like a keyword. And I was thinking, what could be like something with the word calm in it? And then kumquat came to mind, which is the small Asian fruit. And I'm like, just say kumquat, and then I will laugh and stop. Anyway, the next day, bedtime arrives, and I'm already like irritated. And he goes, kumquat, and I don't stop. And then he says it again, and then I stare at him, and I'm all upset, and obviously failed. The reason is because I was already stuck in the pattern. So consciously, I knew I needed to stop, but subconsciously, my whole system was flooded, triggered, annoyed, and I just couldn't stop it. And that was the moment that I realized I need something deeper than just a keyword. I need something to work on my mind in the operating system, right? When you look at your computer and you see this screen, there's a lot going on in the operating system you're not aware of. And that's exactly why we struggle so much with emotional regulation, is because we know what we need to do. We understand it, but when we're being triggered, we just don't know how to do it. So that was a very important part in my journey that helped me to move forward.
Yeah, and so important, right? I know so many moms must feel that you got to stop it before it starts, not when you're already in the moment. because it's much harder.
And it's really,
Um,
really hard because you've been doing the same cycle for so long. So the subconscious mind controls 85% of our mind power. So if we don't deal with the subconscious mind, forget about it. It's going to take a long time to overcome this vicious cycles.
yeah, of course. And that leads to the work that you're doing. So tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
So I started MamaZen because I was stuck in cycle of burnout, rage, stress, and I just felt like every morning I would wake up and just dread the day, and I wasn't happy with how I was how I was as a mother to my children, and it gave me a lot of dissatisfaction. Now, all those emotions really, really caused intense burnout. So I felt like almost like I was sick. So I started going to doctors and doing blood tests and trying to figure out why am I not feeling well. And the truth is that I was so stuck in the negative emotional state that I had no room for the positive emotions. It's like a bucket, right? Like imagine we have an invincible bucket in our body and you dump in the rage and anger and impatience and yelling and you have no room for love and compassion and empathy. And that's exactly how I felt. I felt like every day was just the bucket was full of negativity. So I realized that through cognitive hypnotherapy, which really helps the subconscious mind to overcome these vicious cycles, I was able to pull myself out and almost give myself a therapy of changing my perspective. Let's look at more at positive things. Let's create more positive neural connections in the brain. And through me and my husband started, he's a clinical hypnotherapist. So I asked him to create me like sessions I would listen to at home when I have a moment to breathe. And it was tremendous effect. Later on, I realized that through my friends who were moms too, that I'm not the only one. We're all really going through a lot of struggles and hardships, and we're triggered by our spouses and our kids, and just it's just so overwhelming. And at that point, I realized that I have to share this with the world. So we launched MamaZen about 7 years ago. We have over 1,000 sessions to help moms beginning in pregnancy and all the way through adolescence. And we're really helping them to reshape their motherhood journey. So my experience is not unique.
Mhm.
Every mom worldwide is going through this because modern motherhood is just hard. The villages are gone, and we're left alone to deal with everything. And the
Yeah.
mental load is really intense. Social media makes us feel horrible all the time, so there's a lot of guilt, and I'm just helping moms really to reconnect with their inner peace and find a space that gives them more happiness and just being calmer.
Yeah. And I felt the same way. I had three kids pretty quickly in age. So, I was busy. I was a stay-at-home mom, then I was working again, and I just wasn't feeling good. Always stressed out, always exhausted. I had a lot of symptoms
Yes.
in my body for other things, monthly symptoms. Um, so I felt it, and the women I talked to also, they all are struggling in this. I call it survival mode, right?
Yes.
Um, and once you come out of that survival and you start thriving,
Yes.
so many people tell me like I feel like a new woman,
Yes.
right?
And your children have a different experience.
Oh
So
yes.
I noticed that when I was more present and calmer, they were less whiny. They
Mhm.
were fighting less with each other. They were hugging more and loving more. So it really starts with us, and it's hard to hear it sometimes.
Yeah.
But we are setting the example, and it should be a priority for us to work on our triggers and to work on our reactions. And it sounds a little scary when you start because how am I going to do it? But now there are tools out there And MamaZen is a very effective tool, and within a few sessions, you start noticing the difference. And when you overcome this behavior, your life is much easier because when you're irritated, they're not emotionally regulated. Now you have to regulate them, and it's worse because you're not feeling well, they're not feeling well. So let's stop that cycle and just work on yourself so you're calm and you're not triggered, and it's much easier taking care of them.
Yeah. And you were saying like, the you weren't feeling good, right? I wasn't feeling good.
Yes.
So I know moms can feel physical symptoms. They
Yes.
can feel emotional symptoms. They can feel mental symptoms, anxiety, stress, depression, things like that. Um, Tell me what you see with the moms who come to you
Yes.
when they haven't heard about Mama Zen or done anything. What are they feeling?
They feel so when you do the onboarding on the app, you can fill out the emotions you're struggling with. We have about 10 or 12 of them. They press on each and every button. It's that bad because it's all connected. So the emotional part of motherhood is just not dealt with. When you're pregnant and you go see your doctors, it's all clinically, you're being checked clinically. So they do the measurements, they do assessments. Nobody is saying, hey, how are you feeling emotionally? Are you stressed out? Are you anxious? Here are some tools for your emotional state. And we know that pregnancy is mentally and emotionally loaded. It's such a
Mhm.
critical period. So it starts there. Then birth can bring a lot of different emotions, and that stays with you. If you had a traumatic birth, that stays with you for a few years. And after that, raising kids, right? So you have the newborn period, then you have the toddler period, and it's again very emotionally draining. So we have to come to the realization that being a mom is definitely not just physical. We have to provide the mom care that's helping her emotionally and mentally. And that's what I'm seeing. They are just neglected in that department. So, women who are listening, start finding tools that help you emotionally to be emotionally regulated, and it's going to make a big difference on your physical. We know the mind is very powerful. It can make you sick or it can make you healthy. That's exactly what I felt, and it felt almost crazy to me how much power it had over my body and my physical well-being, and nobody was dealing with that. They gave me medication I wasn't supposed to be on, like thyroid medication to help me with energy levels. They could have messed up my thyroid functions completely.
Yeah.
So we need to get away from this is not just a physical thing, it's emotional. And that's exactly the gap we're closing with MamaZen.
Yeah. And you mentioned the early stages of motherhood, which are definitely a challenge. I have three teenagers, and I will tell you, it's not any easier.
Yes.
Right? The
So,
challenges are a little bit different. Um, the struggles are different, but it's not easier. It's still, if I wasn't taking care of myself, it would still be a rough time.
yes. And that's
So it,
why exactly why we don't have scripts in
yeah.
MamaZen. Because if you have a script that you are dealing with a 3-year-old, what's going to happen when they're 10 and they're coming to you and
Mhm.
triggering you? So we're really helping the moms to find that calm and the inner peace. So when she's being triggered with something new, and I know the challenges change because I have a 12-year-old right now. So I can still stay calm because I know the feeling. And if you are a mom who is very stressed right now and very anxious, you're probably in fight or flight mode all the time. You forgot what the feeling of being calm feels like. So you really need to start reinforcing more calm moments throughout your day so your body goes more towards those moments than the moments when you're flooded. We need to reinforce the behavior so the body remembers, oh, I can stay calm. I know what it feels like.
Yeah. And it's an evolving process, right? It's not
Yes.
once you fix it, you're done and then you're good. It's like an everyday trial and error.
It's every day. I think we should devote 15 to 20 minutes to working on it.
Mhm.
Just like you go to the gym and spend 30 minutes to an hour or 15 minutes to 30 minutes at home doing a workout, same thing. Work on your emotional regulation for 15 minutes per day and you'll feel much, much better. If you do the work now, then in 2 months, 6 months, when you're being triggered, you will have the tools you need to stay calm.
Yeah. And you mentioned something earlier about how we've lost that village, right? So in this day and age, we're expected to do it all, to have the kids in all the activities, to be working, to be managing the home, all of that. And I think we have to relearn that um, it's okay to ask for help and support when you need it in whatever capacity it is, right? Whether it's having somebody watch the kids for 15 minutes while you go do a workout or listen to something calming. um, we need that help and support, and we need to learn to ask for it again.
Yeah, so we have sessions in the app exactly for that. It's okay
Nice.
to ask for help and it's okay to say no. And a lot of moms
Mm,
need to learn how to do that. And it breaks free. You have so much more power over your existence. You have more space for yourself. And that's really, really important. Everybody can come and ask you for things all the time. Parents in law, spouses, partners. And if you don't know how to say no to your PTA because
yep.
you're overwhelmed already, guess what? You will feel a lot of different emotions of guilt and shame and anger. Why did I agree to that? I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So the society puts this face that a mom who does it all is a superhero. Cancel that. I disagree with that. A mom who is a superhero is a mom who is present with her children, who is teaching them emotional regulation tools, teaching them how to be mindful. That's a superhero mom. That's a mom that's focusing on the values of
Yep.
raising kids who will be healthy, mentally and emotionally adults. It doesn't matter how many tasks a day you do. It really doesn't. You're not getting a medal at the end, right? So I think we need to get away from that and the feeling bad of not doing everything everybody's asking us to do.
Yeah.
I had to learn also how to take time for my own well-being and say, no, going to the market is not a break for me. I need a different kind of a break. So I had to learn it myself. And sometimes I do get pushbacks of what do you mean you're leaving right now and you're not staying, and it's okay, and I have to remind my spouse that I need to be the priority sometimes as well. So we all have to do it, and we can do it very calmly.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into a fight or anything. Set the expectations. Next week, on these days, on a couple of days, I'm taking a 30-minute break and I'm going to the gym or I'm going for a walk or I'm meeting someone for coffee.
Yep.
Don't drop it at the moment, right? That you're about to leave the house, but put it out there and
Put it
say,
in the calendar. Yeah.
yeah, it's important for me and it's something that will make me a better mom and a partner and I think it's important for me. So please be aware next week during this time, I won't be here for 30 minutes and I think you can do it.
Yes.
So I
Yeah.
definitely agree with you. We have to do it for ourselves.
Of course. They always say you can't give from an empty cup, right?
Yes.
And you were saying your bucket was full of negative stuff. So if you're giving that to your kids, that doesn't help either.
No. By the way,
So,
think about it this way. If I tell my kids I'm going to the gym or I'm doing a session on MamaZen for my own well-being, what do they learn? That is a priority, that is
mhm.
important, that they should be focused on it when they become moms.
Yeah, of course.
So they see the behavior and they go, oh, okay, I guess mommy is doing this and this is important for her. So when I'm an adult, I will be doing that too.
Yeah. Your actions are so much louder than what you preach, right? Like
Yes.
you can tell them, take care of yourself and do this, and you have to not get angry and manage your stress. But if they see you doing it, and if they see you like in a stressful moment, or maybe, a few months later, they realize that you're not getting as stressed. Like one of my kids, when I was taking care of myself and starting to get healthy, one of my sons, and they were older at the time, they're like 10, 12, something. He was like, Mom, you don't yell as often as you used to.
Yes.
Right. So
They
even he
notice.
noticed.
They notice. And I tell moms a lot. When you were growing up, do you ever remember your parents saying, I'm flooded right now. I'm going to take a 5-minute time out?
Yeah.
Or I'm very angry right now and I don't want to yell. So I'm
Mhm.
going to go for a quick walk.
Yeah.
They never shared that with us.
No.
They just started yelling. So I think communication is very, very important. Explain to your child the way you're speaking right now to me is making me feel stressed out. And when I'm stressed out, I can't think. And when I can't think, I can't answer your question.
Yep.
They'll be like, oh, okay, so I guess this is not the right approach.
Yeah.
They totally understand and get it. I definitely think that if we explain to them the feelings or what we're going through, they go, oh, okay, I had no idea. They had no idea. Trust me, they didn't know that the way they were speaking was really annoying or stressing you out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I love all of these things that you're doing for the women because again, it's so common and I think we all feel it. Um, so in your app, you have a 7-day free trial. So tell us a little bit more of what we can explore in those 7 days.
You can explore everything. So the way we see it is give the access for free for 7 days and not limit anything. So a mom will download the app from the App Store and she can put the emotions she's struggling with and how many kids she has because different and how old their kids are. So different
Mhm.
ages have different challenges. Then we create a customized program for her. We also have an amazing it's an emotional concierge. So her name is Sage, and you can talk to her and share with her how you're feeling in the moment. And Sage will go through our 1,000 plus sessions and find the perfect session for you at the moment you need it. So we made it as easy and as convenient for moms who are overwhelmed and don't have a lot of time to really get the therapy they need right now.
I love that. And I love that you don't like, I don't have to search through 1,000 sessions to find which one may be the right one for me, right? Like you already
Yeah.
have somebody doing that for you. So that's awesome.
Yeah, we don't want an overwhelmed mom to come and try to find a solution and get overwhelmed
Yep.
by the variety and the amount of sessions we have. So it is an amazing tool. A lot of moms are using Sage, and she's so quick. She finds whatever you need in 2 seconds.
Nice.
Yes.
I really that's probably the most important feature to me because even for me, if people come to me with a question, I'll refer them to one of my YouTube videos, right? Like I won't just say
Yeah.
go to my YouTube channel and find it. I'll pick out that one video where we talk about whatever and I'll send it to them and say, hey, this might help you. So I really love that aspect of it. Takes out some stress, takes out some time, right?
Yeah.
It's searching through all the different sessions and this and that. So you're
It can
really
take a
jumping
long
on
time,
board.
and then let's say you find 3 sessions, you don't know which one to start. So
Mhm.
Sage is making it so convenient and just so she's so on topic too. It's amazing. And by the way, if you start asking her about cooking or something else that she's not really about, she will say, "No, let's find the session you need right now." She's very focused, so she's awesome.
Yes, I love that. Um, so I think a lot of people will want Mama Zen, and you said it's on the App Store, right? They can just go and find it. Tell us how we can connect with you if somebody has a question or wants to learn more.
So my email is irin@mamazen.com. It's IRIN at MAMAZEN.com. And I love talking to moms and hearing their challenges and helping them with understanding we're all in this together.
Yeah,
You're not
nice.
alone and your experience is not, it might be unique, but it's very much alike like so many other people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone has their own unique challenges, but
Yes.
there are common themes underneath
A lot of
we can
common
find.
themes, correct.
Nice. And I will put all of the links for your contact info and everything in the show notes and the description box below. This was really great. I enjoyed it. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Amy, for having me and talking about this important topic.
Yeah, and as we finish off, I just want to send a reminder that incredible moms aren't perfect. They're intentional. And when moms feel strong, her whole body feels it and her whole family feels it. So thank you all for spending time with me, and you will see me again on This Incredible Mom Life.
Are you struggling to be the best mom you can be? Are you fatigued, overwhelmed, and stressed out? Are you losing precious time with your family because of PMS? If so, sign up for my free gift on how to start living in tune with your monthly cycle. The link to get it is in the show notes below. Use this guide to help you start to eliminate your symptoms of PMS, increase your energy, reduce stress, and fully enjoy this incredible mom life. The way I see it, you have 3 choices. You can try to figure it all out on your own. You can do nothing and stay where you are, or you can get the customized guidance you need to thrive as a mom. The choice is yours. Thanks for listening to today's episode. I hope you learned something from these stories. If you enjoyed this show, please make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast. It really helps this show grow. If you have a mom story you would like to share, click on the link in the description below on becoming a podcast guest. Remember, the content on this podcast is for general information only. It does not replace any medical advice given by your healthcare providers. Please check with your doctor if you have any questions about your specific condition and before starting any new diet or exercise regimen. Thank you, and you will hear from me soon.